Hi guys, Al Smith here. Today we're going to talk about the Walsh Convention. And if you've never heard of the name of the Walsh Convention, well, if you look at your convention card down under the minor suits in the right-hand column, you'll see a notation, a checkbox that says frequently bypasses 4+ diamonds. That is the Walsh Convention. Okay, and it's really it's kind of hard to understand, a little bit hard to understand, but it's really an important little convention that actually is a building block that's used to support a lot of other more advanced things later on. And it has several different purposes. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, the Walsh Convention is available to be used only after your partner opens one club in first or second seat. It is not used after your partner opens one club in third or fourth seat, only the first or second seat. Okay, and it's only used if your partnership uses the responder reverse. Okay, as I said before, reverses are a fundamental building block of the standard American bidding system. Okay, and everything assumes that you're going to be using reverses. And the responder reverse specifically allows you to show a hand with 4 diamonds and 4 hearts, 4 spades, or 5 to 6 diamonds and 4 to 5 hearts. Now, for more about the responder reverses, there's another lesson. We can go review that at another time. But it's critical that you be using the responder reverse if you're going to be using the Walsh Convention, or if you're really going to be using any other advanced convention. Okay, now the Walsh Convention allows the responder to prioritize finding a 4-4 major suit fit over looking for a fit in diamonds. It also allows the responder to differentiate hands that have 6 to 11 points from those that have 12+. We'll show you the details of that in a minute. The second dimension of the Walsh Convention allows the opener on the opener's second bid to show whether they have an unbalanced hand or they have a balanced hand. Okay, with a balanced hand, they obstruct the opponents from bidding one heart or one spade by bidding one no trump. We'll look at both of these dimensions in more detail. Okay, let's look at the Walsh Conventions from the responder's perspective. As I said, it's only used when the partner opens one club in first and second seat. Again, that's important, first or second seat. And the responder has a reversible hand, or potentially reversible hand. It's got 4+ diamonds and 4 hearts and 4 spades. Okay, now let's just look at it from the perspective of the number of points that the responder has. Okay, if you've got 0 to 5 points, like always, you're going to pass. You don't want to over bid your hand. Now, if you have 6 to 11 points and you've got 4+ diamonds and 4 hearts or 4 spades, what you're going to do is you're going to bypass bidding 1 diamond. Okay, and you're going to bid 1 heart or 1 spade. For example, the partner opens 1 club and you bid 1 heart. Okay, even though you might have 4, 5, or even 6 diamonds. Okay, what this does with the 6 to 11 points is prioritize showing the major suit. Okay, it gives priority to finding the major 4-4 major suit bid if the opener has 4 cards in that major also. Okay, so what you want to do, what it's doing is emphasizing finding a bid in hearts or spades over the bid in diamonds. Okay, you really give up nothing by doing this because you can always bid the diamonds later. Now with 12+ points, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and bid 1 diamond. Okay, because you plan to use the responder reverse to show the 4 card major later. All right. Okay, Okay, and here's an example. Your partner opens one club, you bid one diamond, your partner bids one no, and you bid two hearts. So you can see here's the responder reverse, one diamond and then two hearts. What this is showing is 4 plus diamonds and at least 4 hearts. Okay, so with when you have 12 plus points, that's your plan. You're going to show the major with your second bid. Okay, let's look at the Walsh from the opener's perspective after the responder bids one diamond. The opener doesn't know he's really bidding diamonds. It has, when he bids one diamond, whether he's going to what the responder is going to make a responder reverse or what they're going to do. So it's an unknown. So, but this is the way that the opener is going to bid. Opener will bypass bidding a 4-card major, one heart or one spade. After the one diamond bid one no trump with a balanced or semi-balanced hand in 12 to 14 points. If they have 18 to 19, they're going to be 2 no trump. And it applies. The Walsh convention works the same way after bidding 2 no trump. Okay, so what and the reason that the opener is going to bypass the major is 2 reasons. One, it's to obstruct the opponents from being able to bid one heart or one spade. Think about that for a second. The bidding goes one club, one diamond, and then the opener bids one no trump. Okay, the opponents can't bid one heart or one spade, so it prevents them from being able to find a 4 major suit bid. Okay, the opener also knows that if they have 4 hearts or 4 spades, the responder is going to do a responder reverse with their second bid. So there's nothing lost. They're still going to find a 4-4 fit in the major. Okay, and what this underlying assumption is that one no trump is going to score better than 2 hearts or 2 spades with a 4-4 fit and a balanced hand. Okay, so now remember, the goal is always to get the best score. But what does the opener do with an unbalanced hand? So this is only with a balanced hand. With an unbalanced hand, what the opener is going to do is go ahead and bid one heart or one spade. So, and this is predicated on the assumption that a suit contract is going to be better because of its roughing power. So, if the bidding sequence goes one club, one diamond by the responder, and then one heart or one spade, what the opener is saying is, hey, I've got an unbalanced hand. Now, that also then tells you a lot about the minor suit that was bid first. It's saying they probably have 4 plus cards in that suit because the second bid of heart or spade in that situation says they have a single turn or void. All right, let's look at this from a diagram standpoint. Okay, we're just going to the diagram is going to just reproduce what we just went through. Partner opens one club. Okay, the responders bid with 4 plus diamonds and less than or equal to 3 hearts. Okay, the key here is there's no 4-part major. Is that the openers, the responders going to pass with the 0 thought. They're going to bid one diamond because they don't have a 4-part major. Okay, and then the opener is going to bid one no trump with a balanced or semi-balanced hand. Okay, and then the responder is going to pass since they if they don't have sufficient bids points to go forward. So what we've got here is the situation of one diamond, one no trump, one club, one diamond, one no trump, pass. Okay, and if they've got the opener has an unbalanced hand, they're going to bid one heart or one spade. So you can see this is the from the opener's perspective, the use of the Walsh convention. Okay, this one no trump says I could have a 4-card major, but I'm obstructing the opponents. One heart or one spade. And the sequence says, hey, I've got an unbalanced hand. Suit contract is going to be better. Now, if we're going to be using the Walsh convention again, actually by the responder, what we're going to do is pass again to 0 to 5. But with 6 to 11 points, what we're going to do is bypass 1 heart for 1 spade. Here we've got 4 hearts of 4. We're going to bypass the 4 plus diamonds. Okay, we've got 4 hearts, 4 spades. So we're going to bid 1 heart for 1 spade. Okay, if we've got the 12 plus points, what we're going to do is we're going to bid 1 diamond. So you can see we're using the bid of 1 diamond as a key to indicate whether we have a potentially reversible hand or not. If we bid 1 diamond and the opponent bids 1 no trump, a balanced or semi-balanced hand, if we do have a reversible hand, we're going to go ahead and bid 2 hearts or 2 spades, showing the reverse. If the opener had an unbalanced hand, what they're going to do instead of bidding 1 no trump is 1 heart or 1 spade with a 4-card major. Okay, and then the bidding is going to progress along normal lines if there's a bid or if there isn't a bid. Let's look at a couple of examples. Okay, in this first example, our partner has opened 1 club. And now the question is, what should the responder bid? Okay, in this particular situation, we have 13 length points, 4, 8, 10, 13. We don't get any extra points for length because we don't have a 5th card to suit. Okay, but we've got 13 length points and we have 4 diamonds and 4 spades. So what do we want to do here? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to plan to do a responder reverse. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Walsh. We're going to bid 1 diamond because we have, for our next planned bid is going to be 2 spades showing a responder reverse. So that will tell our partner that we've got 4 plus diamonds and at least 4 spades. So in this situation, we're strong enough to bid 1 diamond. Kind of backwards logic because we're saying we're strong enough to bid 1 diamond when normally that's what would be expected to bid anyways. But because of this, we're using Walsh. We're using 1 diamond as the pivot bid so that we can later do the responder reverse. Let's look at this next one here. Okay, in this one, we only have 6 length points. So we're strong enough to bid, but we're not strong enough to reverse later on. Okay, so what do we want to do? What we want to do is we want to show the spade suit first. So what we're going to do is bypass bidding 1 diamond. We've got 5 of them. We're going to bypass bidding 1 diamond, and we're going to look for the spade bid by bidding 1 spade. If our partner, the opener, has a spade bid, he's going to bid 2 spades, 3 spades, or whatever. We're going to look for potentially a game in spades. If, however, they bid 1 no trump, then we can always bid 2 diamonds to show our diamond suit. Because the diamond suit is lower in rank than the spades, our partner will know we have them in hand. So we're not going to bid 1. We're not going to bid 1 diamond on example number 2. What we do is bypass bidding 1 diamond and bid 1 spade. Let's look at this example here. Okay, we've got 12 plus points. We've got a whole 2, 4, 6, 7 diamonds and 4 spades. Okay, now what's really important about this hand is that it's a non-reversible hand. And the reason it's non-reversible is that we've got 7 diamonds and 4 spades. Okay, to reverse, we need to have no more than 6 diamonds. So our plan here is that we're going to actually bid 1 diamond, but instead of reversing, what we're going to do is then bid 4 or 5 diamonds because we know that the best suit fit is going to be the diamonds. There's no point in looking for a 4-4 fit in a major when you know that you have probably at least a 7-2 fit in the minor. Okay, so let's look at some examples from the opener's perspective, their second bid. In this particular sequence, the opener bid 1 club, and then the respondent bid 1 diamond. All right, and it comes back around, and it's going to be the opener's second bid. All right, now let's look at this hand. We've got 14 high card points. Okay, we've got a balanced hand and 4 hearts and 4 spades. You know, using regular standard American without Walsh, what we'll do is bid 1 heart. But because we're using Walsh, we're going to bypass bidding 1 heart or 1 spade and bid 1 no trump. What this does is obstructs the opponents from being able to bid a major at the 1 level. And you go, well, what if the responder has a 4-card major? Well, we know that the responder is going to do a responder reverse if they have a 4-card major. Otherwise, if they're not strong enough to do a responder reverse, they would have bid 1 heart or 1 spade on their first bid instead of 1 diamond. You can see that it kind of turns the world a little bit upside down. Some really great advantages of using the Walsh convention. Okay, and like I said before, it enables a lot of other conventions later on. All right, now let's look at example number 2. In this one, we have 13 high card points. Now remember, in order to bid 1 no trump, the opener to bid 1 no trump on the second bid, they need to have 12 to 14 points of 2+ cards in each one of the suits. Okay, there's no 4-card major here. Again, they're going to bid 1 no trump. You can see that the first example here that the opener has both 4 cards in both majors. In the second, it has no 4-card major. And so what happens if the responder reverses and bids 2 hearts or 2 spades? Well, they're going to bid 2 no trump, denying having the bid. So you can see it just creates a nice natural bidding structure where you find the 4-card 4-4 fit in the major, or proceed in no trump, or in finding the best contract. All right, now let's look at this one here. Okay, in this one, the opener opens 1 club, and then the responder bids 1 diamond. All right, now we've got 14 length points in this one. You might say, well, why did he open 1 spade? Well, this is a special shape. When you have 5 clubs and 5 spades and a minimal opener, and this is the minimal opener is less than or equal to 15 length points, what you should do is bid 1 club and then bid spades twice. So in this particular example, opener bids 1 club, the responder bid 1 diamond. Well, what's the opener's second bid going to be? They're going to bid 1 spade. Now notice when he bids 1 spade, this is showing unbalanced hand. Now this actually could have been 6 clubs and 4 spades also, but it's going to show an unbalanced hand. An unbalanced hand shows a single or a void. So it gives a tremendous amount of information back to the responder about the shape of the opener's hand. Now, the last component is to look at the responder's second bid. What's the responder going to do? Are they going to make the responder reverse or not? Okay, so we're going to look at this first example here. The bidding has bid 1 club, then 1 diamond by the responder. Okay, and if we look at this particular hand, you know, it's the one we had in the first set of examples. It's got the 14 length points. So the plan is to make a responder reverse. So because they've got 12+ points, they're going to bid 2 spades as the responder reverse. And it says to the opener, hey, I've got at least 4 diamonds and at least 4 spades and 12+ points. So the opener is going to know that they're in a game forcing auction. Let's look at this second example here. All right, this is the weaker hand. We have 8 high card points. Okay, and what is the responder's second bid going to be? Well, they've got nothing else to say. Even though they've got the diamonds, they do have a semi-balanced hand, and they're going to bypass the one no trump bid. There's no real point in bidding 2 diamonds when the bid is unknown. No trump is going to score better. Remember, if you make one no trump, you get 40 trick points versus 2 diamonds. So if you can make 2 diamonds with this particular hand, you can also make 2 no trump. And 2 diamonds is going to score 70 trick points, and 2 diamonds is only going to score 40. So you always want to strive to get the best score. And the third example here, we've got 6 points, and we've got we decide, because we've got such a weak hand, that we don't like no trump. And we're not going to be able to see the difference between these 2 hands as a king of hearts. We decide that we don't like no trump, so we can now sign off by bidding 2 diamonds. So what this gives you is the capability of showing a strong hand, strong reversible hand, selecting no trump, or actually signing off in diamonds. So that concludes the lesson on Walsh. You're going to have to go through this a couple of times. It's like I said, it kind of turns things upside down a little bit, because the normal bid would have been 1 diamond for 4 plus diamonds. Remember that in 3rd and 4th seat, you're still going to use the standard American approach. And even with all the hands we discussed here, if they were opened in 3rd or 4th seat, you would go ahead and bid 1 diamond. So, it's a clear delineation between the system that's being bidding system is being used after 1st or 2nd seat open versus the 3rd or 4th seat open. And the Walsh convention is really an important convention that I highly recommend. All right, so that's it. Have a great day.